Hi guys, a massive problem with Donald Trump is that he's a lying charlatan with a narcissistic personality disorder, which means that if you're talking about something that doesn't involve him, he simply doesn't care. Now, Ursula von der Leyen, the European Commission president, was at this summit for Ukraine where she raised a very important point: how children who were kidnapped by the Russians during the war should be returned to their homes. But have a listen to how Trump responded to that.
Every single child has to go back to its family. This should be one of our main priorities also in these negotiations, to make sure that the children come back to Ukraine, to their families.
Thank you. And we did. I was just thinking we're here for a different reason, but we just a couple of weeks ago made the largest trade deal in history. So that's a big thing, and congratulations. That's great. Thank you very much, Ursula. Mr. Chancellor from Germany, a very great leader.
So Ursula von der Leyen raised an issue that does not involve Donald Trump. So Donald Trump spoke about something else. But he actually criticized her. Well, we're not here to discuss the children of Ukraine. Let's talk about the trade deal I signed with the European Union. Like, you criticized her for not talking about the issues when she's actually talking about the issues, and then you started talking about something that's completely irrelevant. But it's not irrelevant to Donald Trump because it involves Donald Trump. So I keep saying this. You can't do a deal with Donald Trump because he's unlikely to respect it unless it benefits him in some way. So how does returning children who have been kidnapped by Russian soldiers, how does that benefit Donald Trump? It doesn't. So he doesn't care. So he's not going to push it. He's not going to demand it at the negotiating table with Putin. We don't know what he negotiated or what he gave away to Putin or he attempted to give away. It'd be something that would benefit Donald Trump in some way. So, yeah, I'll give you Ukraine if you let me build hotels in Moscow or something like that. That's how the negotiations would go with Donald Trump. It's all about him. How can I benefit from this situation? There's this war going on. How can I benefit? Maybe I can pressure Europeans to buy American weapons, and then I can sell this as a victory to the American people. See, I'm the one who got Europeans to buy our weapons. See, great for me. It always comes down to him. I keep saying that Donald Trump and the United States, when it comes to security in Europe and Ukraine, has to be sidelined for two reasons. One, because it's all about him. And if he can't benefit, it's not going to be, the United States will not be at the table. And second, even if you do a deal that involves Donald Trump, there's no guarantee that he would respect it. So what is the point of this summit? It would make more sense for the leaders at the table to be at another table without Donald Trump. You know, this is not just him throwing out statements. This is how he thinks. Ursula von der Leyen brought up the issue of children kidnapped. We don't know their fate. Demanding that they be returned. That's a humanitarian approach to this situation. You know, it's not a huge thing to ask for the President of the United States to ask Vladimir Putin, please return these children. This is something you should be doing. Now, maybe Ursula von der Leyen is attempting to appeal to some sort of humanity with Trump. Well, good luck with that. Or maybe she should try and sell this as, well, President Trump, you could be the one who delivered this wonderful victory for the Ukrainian people. You got their people back. Maybe this is what she's trying to do. It's pathetic, isn't it? That you have to pander to this man-child. You have to include him in everything that happens in order for something to happen. You can't treat him as a world leader who actually who has some sort of humanity. You know, a normal person would say, my goodness, these children need to be returned. Not, my goodness, how can I inject myself into this situation? How can I benefit from this situation? This is the problem with narcissists, and narcissists in particular like Donald Trump. They have to be the center of attention. You saw it here. Instead of talking about children, well, that's not really relevant. Of course it's relevant. Now let me talk about something that's completely irrelevant, but includes me. I don't know how valuable this summit will be. It's been trumpeted, no pun intended, as a major thing. But if Donald Trump is there and it doesn't involve Donald Trump, then it's going to go nowhere. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that something positive can come out of this. I truly hope that the children will be returned to their homes. I truly hope that this war can come to an end, that there can be a peaceful solution. But if Donald Trump's in charge and Donald Trump isn't winning in some way, I don't think it's going to go very far. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.